Russia, Trump, and now the public. The FBI's spotlight keeps shifting. As questions about the Bureau pile up, Kash Patel talks about hitting the reset button on an American institution.
The FBI's prior leadership left us an institution, that is, a police force for America and the world, that allowed a fentanyl overdose to occur and kill an American citizen every 7 minutes.
Tonight, Kash Patel shares his FBI game plan, end what he calls the political hitman era, tackle drug cartels and traffickers head-on, and put Bureau leadership under the microscope. It's a bold pitch for an agency that's seen better days.
The border was open for 4 years. So what happens is crime metastasizes. What happens is you have hundreds of thousands of illegals come across, and a bunch of them are really bad criminals.
Patel points the finger straight at FBI headquarters. Former directors and deputies made choices that steered the Bureau in new directions. Meanwhile, crime stats were telling their own story, and it wasn't a bedtime tale anyone wanted to hear.
That prior FBI's leadership, Comey, McCabe, left us an FBI that allowed for a woman or child to be raped every 6.5 minutes in this country. That same leadership structure left us an FBI that permitted a man or woman to be killed twice an hour in this country.
DC politics grab headlines, but Patel talks numbers: violent crimes, trafficking victims, drug deaths. While the Bureau chased high-profile cases, he says everyday communities paid the price. Not exactly the protection people signed up for.
But there really is a new sheriff in town. His name's Donald J. Trump. This administration, the President of the United States, wants this FBI to be able to, in 1 month, 6 months, a year, or 2 years. I don't care if you're in Stewart, Florida, or Harlem, New York. He wants you to walk outside and say, wow, my neighborhood does look different.
Patel says the Trump administration wants results you can actually see. Task forces are hitting the streets now, not waiting for perfect PR moments. The goal? Neighborhoods where walking outside doesn't feel like an extreme sport.
And this is why we're rolling out Mexican street gang task forces across the country. It's these inner city gangs that exist in 1 or 2 towns here and there and have metastasized and taken over the drug trade, the sex trafficking trade, the child forced labor trade, and the gang trade. They are all in, and no one has been focusing on them because our cities and our elected leadership has allowed them to live without being policed. But that's over now that Dan and I are in the seat.
While cable news replays the greatest hits, Patel talks about criminal networks you've never heard of. These groups don't make headlines, but they're moving drugs, guns, and people across America. No blue check marks, but just business.
He has sealed the border. He has stopped border crossings. So where's all the fentanyl coming from still? Where's the trafficking coming from still? Where are all the narco traffickers going to keep bringing this stuff into the country? The northern border.
Everyone's watching the southern border, but Patel says, look north. His stats claim 85% of suspected terrorists come through Canada. Apparently, the friendly neighbor upstairs has been hosting some unexpected guests.
Our adversaries have partnered up with the CCP and others, Russia, Iran, on a variety of different criminal enterprises, and they're going and they're sailing around to Vancouver and coming in by air.
On January 6th, Patel flips the script. Trump authorized National Guard troops, that's his claim. But what were the FBI's moves during those crucial hours? According to Patel, that paperwork is heading to Capitol Hill right now.
And we now know unequivocally that President Trump lawfully authorized the deployment of National Guard. And that's what happened on January 6th. But what you and your viewers want to know, now that we've beat back that disinformation campaign with actual truth, is what was the FBI doing? Well, we got answers coming. We just found a trove of information, and it's on its way to Capitol Hill right now. And they've asked, and they're getting them, and you're getting answers on January 6th. You're getting answers on what sourcing was utilized, what money was utilized, how many assets were utilized, who made those decisions. You're getting it. We can only control the FBI, but you're getting it from the FBI.
So where does all this leave us? Patel paints a picture of an FBI at a crossroads, an institution with a storied past, facing serious questions about its future. The allegations are stark: leadership distracted by politics, resources diverted from violent crime, and blind spots at our borders that might make us less safe, not more. If Patel's assessment is accurate, the Bureau's challenges run deeper than a few leadership changes can fix. But history shows American institutions have remarkable resilience when properly redirected. What's clear is that this conversation isn't just about bureaucratic reshuffling. It's about fundamental questions of security, justice, and who we trust to deliver both. Whether you see the FBI's recent history as necessary evolution or dangerous deviation, probably depends on where you stand on bigger political questions. We'd love to hear your perspective on this. Does the FBI need the kind of overhaul Patel describes, or is this critique missing important context? The comments section is waiting for your take, and if you found value in this breakdown, there's plenty more where that came from. Hit subscribe, enable notifications, and join us next week when Expert Playback tackles another story behind the headlines.